and you were given the opportunity and responsibility to take care of it, and now it's time to, they say man up, it's time to woman up, it's time to girl up, okay? There is nobody here too young or too old to do this, to take care of it, okay? Stay for the classes. Look who I'm talking to, okay? If you don't come to class, you don't lose weight. Who has the experience, okay? People with social support do better than people who don't. Who's ever tried to navigate the sea of food by themselves? And you know what? Again, you're not going to hear anything here that you don't know, but for the few minutes that I have you, and I know that I don't have you for 45, I have you for a few, because the other, you're thinking about what you left at home and all the stuff what's going on in your house and in your head. But for the few that I have you, you're thinking about yourself. You never give this time to yourself at home. Ever, ever, ever.
You run away from it.
Not only run away from it, everything else, there's so much going on, and everything comes into play, the phone and the kids and the baths and the homework and the cleaning and blah, 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 and all of a sudden we're on the bottom of the list, and all of a sudden we disappear from the list altogether. Altogether.
Especially Erev Pesach.
Especially Erev Pesach. No. Erev Pesach, you have to come here to sit down. Because it is the only place you will sit down. Okay? It is the only place you will sit down. So for Erev Pesach, I expect you here. Okay? Pesach, Purim, your birthday, it is not an excuse to be unhealthy. Don't talk to me about weight loss. Don't talk to me about weight loss. Talk to me about health. Talk to me about what's really important. Okay? Talk to me about everybody comes to the Seder, that everything shines and it's so beautiful and you come like a dish rag? What? What? How come you're not important? How come you're not important, okay? Don't deprive yourself. Plan in what you like. Now, of course, if I'm talking to the immature me, and I ask myself, what do you like? Oh, I like chocolate bells, and I like that. That's the immature me. The mature me says, there are foods, here are the foods on my program that are my favorite foods, okay? Do the chocolate bell taste better? I want to say yes. I guess yeah. Okay, for the second it tastes better. Yes. Okay. But 1/8 of a second after it tastes better, it's a bitter pill. Who understands me? It's a bitter pill. Okay. How sometimes people tell me, I ate like there's no tomorrow. Please eat like there is a tomorrow. Because we forget about tomorrow. We forget about the next day when you want your skirt to fit. We forget about the next day when you want to get up and have some energy. We forget about the next day when you want to look at yourself in the mirror. And instead of saying, who is that person and what did I do to her? I want you to look and say, you know what? I'm not half bad for an old broad. Okay? Not half bad! So don't deprive yourself. Plan in what you like. Sometimes you tell me, I don't like fish. Don't eat fish! But plan in what you like. After you lose 10% of your weight, you have Star Savers. You think you're going to live your life without a piece of cake? Again, as long as you live, you'll have a piece of cake. But please don't come to the table with the cake and a spoon. Okay? You can have a piece. You can't have the cake. And you can have everything you love, only not all in the same day. This is not a hefka. This is a budget. Yes?
I want to ask a question. I decided, we change, as you say, once now we eat different colors. Once we ate brown and what? Beige.
Sure.
Whatever. You understand?
I understand.
So I was like on 4 weeks, really a lot of vegetables. Really, that kept me going. But all of a sudden, now it's like, I don't want to see vegetables. But yeah. I know that that's the way to live.
What's your point?
What's the point? What could you do for a few days?
Eat different ones. Eat different ones. Make a soup out of them. Okay? Roast them, put them in a salad. Eat different ones in different ways. Okay? Eat different ones in different ways. Period. Period. Okay? If you believe in yourself, you will succeed. Make yourself number one. You must believe that you can do this. The loudest voice in this room is yours, not mine. It doesn't matter what I'm saying and how loud, and those people who know me know I can get very, 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 very loud. Louder than that. But the loudest voice in this room is the one in your head. And whatever that voice is telling you, it's exactly what you're going to do. If that voice is telling you, you can't do this, you've never done this, it's too hard for you, guess what? You won't do it! Period. What?
said about the birthday, my husband.
What birthday?
Birthday before,
Now it's too
not
deep.
now with this. My husband yesterday had the birthday, and we decided, like my daughter, my husband, they want like decide to go to restaurant, and I know this restaurant they have salad and fish and everything, and then it was like my husband said only after like 10 o'clock. I said, what 10 o'clock? 10 you come till we go 11. What we're gonna close the restaurant? And I'm not eating late. Said. So what, for me, I said, before you, it's me. I'm not going there, and I'm not going to go in this hour. I'm sorry. I can't. And here and there, and we canceled. I said, different day, early, it's okay. So we canceled this for different day. But I went to some place, and I bought some wine you like, and I said, happy birthday, and this for you.
Yeah, beautiful, you took care of yourself.
And one more thing, I love flavored coffee, you know, with flavored milk, you know, they flavor milk with flavored coffee, and only 1 tablespoon, it's like more than 35 calories for this.
Right.
And I got some money for Mother's Day to buy something for me, so I don't buy for me, I put more money, and I bought from Macy's the coffee machine with flavored
The
coffee,
Keurig, yeah,
and I
nice.
use the milk, the skim milk.
Those are nice, the Keurig, that,
Yeah.
you know what she's talking about, the Keurig with the little thing?
Yeah.
Yes,
And
yes.
Those
Those flavored coffees are infused with flavor. They do not have sugar. Okay, they do not have sugar. For those people who like flavored coffee, it's a wonderful alternative. Beautiful. Happy Mother's Day. Beautiful. Persistence, not perfection, will get you to your goal. You will never, ever be perfect. There is only one perfect, and you are not it. Okay? You are not it. And I think I said last week or the week before, when I really understood that, my life changed. My life changed when I realized I don't have to be perfect. You do have to do your best, though. Because you know my theory. You do your best, Hashem will meet you at your best and pull you the rest of the way. He will not meet you down here. Okay? He will not meet you down here, but he will meet you at your best and pull you the rest of the way. Not perfection, but perseverance. You have to keep going and keep going and keep going and keep going. And it doesn't matter how many times you fall, it's the getting up that's important. And I always tell you, when they teach people how to ice skate, the first thing they teach you is how to fall. Because if you can't fall, you can't skate. And if you can't fall, you'll never lose weight. It'll never stay off. What do you want to say?
You said not to be perfect. What does it mean not to do diet white knuckle? You say don't white knuckle your diet. What does that mean? Because I'm either perfect, perfect. You don't need extra apple slice.
That's what you mean.
Or so how do you?
So you got it, don't you?
I got it. But how do you go middle way? That's my question.
Okay. In the beginning, and
What would
in the beginning, you're like
the honeymoon,
No, besides the honeymoon. Who remembers the diet honeymoon? Who
Yeah.
remembers the diet honeymoon? But you're like, white knuckle is this. I can't eat it, I can't have it, I don't know if I'm gonna lose weight, or like this, okay? But we only know white knuckle or hefker. Hefker eat it. Have to relax.
No.
You have to relax.
No.
You
As
have
many
to
years as
relax.
I'm here, I'm still learning.
It does not mean pick and hopping. It means I have to do my best. And sometimes, and I feel like I shouldn't say this because everybody's going to go home and say, Marsha said eat a 4th fruit. You know what I mean? But I remember so many days, it was at night, and I had my 3 fruits, and I knew I had said, I couldn't eat a 4th fruit because that was cheating, so I ate a piece of cake. You know what I mean?
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes, I know what you mean.
So this is stinking thinking. This is craziness.
Right.
It's craziness.
Right.
So doing your best means, I know I'm going to have something. I know I'm going to have something. Okay, let me have it. Okay, like that.
I
Yes.
have to share with you the same thing. I have trouble on Shabbos with the fruits because I have to make Kiddush and that half a cup of grape juice takes away a fruit. And then sometimes I need to drink some cranberry juice just for health reasons and I don't have a fruit. My husband said to me, relax, you'll have 1 more fruit. And it was such a smart thing because otherwise, like you say, you go for the cake, you'll have 1 more fruit, nothing will happen.
Okay, so first of all, let me put your mind at ease. The grape juice that you have on Shabbos for Kiddush does not count as a fruit.
Why?
I just gave you a gift. You want to throw it back?
Hashem's time. Hashem's time.
So
I never counted it, and it never made you gain weight.
Thank you.
It's Hashem's time.
It's Hashem's time. That's my theory.
It's Hashem's
It's your
time.
time and Hashem's time.
But that's what you try to have.
By the way, it could be a Kiddush without drink.
Did you ask
Not
a
if you're
question?
making it stuff.
Not to make
Did you ask a question about challah?
Yes.
What's the question?
What are you allowed?
What, yeah,
As big as your
You
hand.
make it.
and what does it count as?
You
A
don't have
starch,
to drink
a
it.
bread, a
So
starch.
a starch?
A starch, as big as your hand. I had a while back, as thick as your hand, this I get all the time, your hand, like this.
Thick as it.
One time I had a little 6-year-old, excuse me, please, shh. One time I had a little 6-year-old girl, we learned so young, and I said to her, as big as your hand, she said, my hand or my tati's hand? We learned so quickly.
So cute.
So quickly, but that's the piece, yeah.
That grape juice, you're talking
She's still on the
about
grape
a
juice.
half a cup or just a drop is counted?
As little as you can, as much as you need to make it. Okay? It is not, and you know my theory, this is Hashem's time. So this does not mean, okay, that does not mean you can eat 4 pieces of cake on Shabbos. Because, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? This is exactly the kind of thing I'm talking about, okay? Small steps lead to big successes. Small steps